I get to see things and learn new things every day. So
Yeah, of course. That's it. That's what it's all about.
yeah.
Okay, so work's been busy. You're still working in between the residential half and
Yes.
the business half as well. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the last session we had, we obviously came out to site and did an observation, which was really useful. Typed up some notes for that, which we can use in a Q&A going forward. Basically,
Okay.
confirm your knowledge, skills, and needs. Discuss.
Okay.
Okay, what we'll also go through today will be the new BUD platform,
All right.
which you signed up for. So well done for getting that done. That's good.
So I'm not going to be using the smart assessor anymore. No,
No,
no more. Okay.
so you still have access to that Smart Assessor account
Yes.
in case you need to check what work you've done or anything like that.
Yes.
But going forward, that platform will effectively, it won't be any different now. We're not going to be adding any more to it.
Okay.
Everything's going to be done on BUD.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right.
You'll be pleased to know BUD is really easy to use.
Yeah. All right.
It's a lot
Because
easier than Smart Assessor.
what's I forgot the lady's name. They sent me like an invitation. I think it was on the 2nd of this month, but but because I saw it late because while I was work I couldn't actually accept it. But
Okay.
but I saw it. I went online and checked it out. But yeah, it seems to be like much easier than the smart assessor to be honest.
It really is, Gloria.
Yeah.
So there is another induction session next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
It's Wednesday 16th between 10
Oh
and
yes,
11.
that with her, right?
Yeah, that'll be with
Yeah.
Caroline.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yes.
I think I've booked you onto that.
Yes. At 9 a.m. in the morning, I believe as well.
Just check. At 10 o'clock, Gloria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's no problem.
10 to 11 next week.
Yeah. That's no
That
problem.
would be a really useful thing to do.
Okay.
That'll be a really useful thing to do. I mean, we can go through some bits today, so I can show you how it works, for example.
Yes.
Okay, have you got access to your BUD platform now?
I'll have to log in if you just bear with me there.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. If you could log on for me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's but. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're all logged in, hopefully, Gloria. So
Yeah.
there should be a blue button saying continue learning.
Continue learning. Okay, bear with me.
It should be like in the middle of the screen.
Oh yes, continue. Yes, I pressed that.
If you press on that for me, okay. At which point, if you go back to the Teams, this Teams call.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So press the screen where the Teams call, and up the top where all the icons are.
Yes.
There should be a share screen button. So it should be like a white square with an arrow pointing up.
Okay. Share. Turn off share full share. Can you repeat that again, please? Oh, wait. I think share open. Oh, yes. Okay. All right.
That's it, and that should enable you to see the windows that you've got open, and then select one. So if you could select the BUD one that you've just opened.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Now I can see your screen.
Okay.
So you're showing me what you can see on your screen. So a little bit later on down the course, Gloria, as part of your functional skills English,
Yes.
you will do you'll do what we call a speaking and listening assessment.
All right.
Where it will be basically a 15-minute presentation where you can talk about anything you like, and that's how you share it.
All right then.
We'll go through it again. We'll go through how to do a presentation on PowerPoint, but effectively you would do exactly the same. So you would open your presentation, you then go to that screen and open it that way so everyone else can see.
All right then. Okay. Yes.
So all that everything that we've done up until moving over to Bud on Smart Assess, I've moved across. So I've moved all your work across.
Okay.
So all the off-the-job hours,
yes.
which, by the way, we don't have to do anymore.
Okay.
On Bud, which is great news. It's less work for us. It automatically does it for you all.
Oh, right then. I see. Okay.
We don't have to write any notes or feedback.
Yeah.
The only thing that you need to do on here is if you scroll down only slightly, and you'll be able to see your learning plan.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. And then just up the top, just above where it says due in March, there should be a little box saying activities or filter activities. There it is. Oh, filter by, it's called.
View activities there.
Just below. Just below says a filter by box. So if you click on that box where it says set date.
So, okay, yeah, here it set date. Yeah, okay.
If you click on that and then click on the bottom one where it says all activities.
All activities. Okay. All right.
There we go. Now, what the learning plan now shows you is, whereas before on Smart Assessor, I would have to assign you work and resources. Everything's already been done.
Okay, all right.
Everything is there ready waiting for you. So, for example, we can ignore February. So if we go down to March.
Yes.
That's it. And we can see that we've got a few things that I've already put in that you've done, because I know that you've already done the SWOT analysis. I know that you've already done the CPD log, personal development plan, and the disruption log.
Yes.
So if you want to go to next to where it says initial session at the top, and then where it says confirm.
Here, yes, there. I press that.
That's it. You can just click on that, and then just press the confirm button.
Confirm button. All right. Okay.
There we go. And then if you scroll down.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, cool. Okay, so you can go back up.
Okay.
Okay, and now you can go back to all activities, just at the top on the left. There we go. And then scroll down again and find the March session, and then there should be a few where we'll need to confirm. So the e-learning, workbooks, and self-study. So if we confirm that.
This one.
That's it. And just scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Scroll down before we confirm slightly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it. So you can confirm that. These are all things. These are all things that you've already done.
Okay.
I've already mapped in.
Yes.
For you to sign off. So
okay.
It's similar to on Smart Assessor where it had the new documents to sign button.
Yes.
But here it's all in one place.
In one place, yes. It's actually it looks so much easy, to be honest, because you really just log in and it just goes straight to the thing, and you just go what you have to go for. So I'm actually much better.
There's no searching around, Gloria. It's everything you need is on this page. You don't need to go anywhere else.
Okay, perfect. All right then. All right. Yeah.
You can also see down the bottom. So there's one more to confirm. So your smart portfolio. So that was all the work that you've done before that I've mapped over.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
That's it. So if you could confirm that for me as well. Brilliant. Okay. And then back to all activities. Okay. Okay. Now, this is what we'll aim to do today, Gloria. Now, the first thing I would say would be let's get our next date in the diary.
yes.
What we're going to do. So, do you? Is it Monday to Friday you work, Gloria?
Yes.
And is there one particular day that's better than others? Is it quieter? I'll try and make the next visit a site visit.
You could actually there's any time,
Okay.
any time of the day actually. Because I know that now it gets busier. You will see now what's going on and what I've been doing and everything. So
Okay.
definitely.
And what we do? So I came in the morning last time, didn't I? And that's
Yes.
fine to be in the morning.
Yes. Yeah. In the morning was fine as well. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Could we do the 1st of April, Gloria?
1st of April.
Yes,
Maybe.
that's a
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Wait, baby. It's just that it's a new computer and I'm getting used to this.
okay.
Yes. 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 Of course. That will be Friday then.
Yeah, Friday
Yeah.
the 1st.
Yeah.
If we could make that kind of what 9:30 till 11:30.
Yes. Do you mean like on-site thing, right? For you to
Yeah,
come and visit me.
yeah, like I did last time. So I'll come out to site, and we'll do similar to what we did last time. So we'll do an observation.
Yes.
We can then do a recorded discussion
Yes.
based on notes that I've made from the last session as well.
Of course. Of course. Yes. That's perfect. Actually. Yes. Definitely.
Okay. Excellent. Gloria, just remind me where you are on site. Is it great?
Portman Square. So Full C Portman Square.
Portman Square, that's.
Yes.
I'll not get lost this time. Okay, excellent. I've just sent a meeting planner for that, Gloria.
Okay.
So 1st of April. Okay. Now, the reason why previously we've always scheduled the next date at the end, why I'm doing it at the start,
Yes.
will become clear now because we can see these on your screen now. We can see these activities that we need to set. But in order to set them, we need a date assigned to them. So where it says the
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
I was going to say, Gloria, if you go down to where it says the assignment 1, who you are, under Mark in Mark.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. Here.
That's it.
I press that.
That's it. That's it. And if you go where it's highlighted in blue, submissions, if you go to activity details.
All right. Yeah.
That's it. And then scroll down. It should show you everything that you need for that. So we know that we've already done your assignment 1 CPD PDP log. We've already done SWOT analysis as well. There's 2 things that we need to try and get done, or at least start today. And then I'll leave you to finish those between now and April 1st. So you've got about 3 weeks for that.
This one, the who you are.
That's it. So it's got the 4-3 workbook 1 who you are interactive PDF.
Okay.
So you can just click on that.
Yeah.
And that should then allow upload to your PC or laptop for you to then save.
Okay. All right then.
Okay.
Can I just quickly go back to it and just to where who you are organization? Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yes. No. But yes. Okay. Understood.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, Gloria, is I'm going to share my screen with you.
Yes.
So we'll basically be able to see the same thing. Because I'm on your portfolio as well. So, but the difference between my screen and your screen is you can see on the right-hand side, rather than view, it's got set activity.
Okay. Yeah.
So, for example, I can go to the assignment 1, who you are. I can set that activity. Because we've got that next session booked in, I can say aim to get that done April 1st. Got all the instructions there. I can see the same as what you can see. I'm going to set that activity.
Okay. Better.
So now, where that was initially in March,
yes,
because we've now set it to be complete on April the 1st.
April 1st, yes.
You'll see that it will now appear in April.
Okay, I see. Yes, okay. Yes.
Okay.
I see where all the Jews are. Okay, perfect. Now understand. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to set a little bit of work to do between now and April, Gloria, if that's okay.
Yes.
Get that done for me.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go through a few bits now, Gloria. So we can start with, in fact, if you did what you did before, so if you go back to the Teams screen and share your screen with me if possible. Because then it's easier for you to get used to operating it all. Okay, perfect. Okay, if you could go to where it says Session 1, e-learning workbooks and self-study. So start there we go. The one.
This one?
Start 2 up from that. So just underneath where it says initial session. So that's the second one down.
Oh, do you mean this one?
Session. So it will say Session 1, e-learning workbook.
Okay, yeah. I press that.
There we go.
Yeah. Do I press it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
There we go. We can scroll down.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Keep going. There we go. So down the bottom where it says progress, there's a few resources. So this is what your resources will look like. Again, so on Smart Assessor, where they were attached to the learning plan.
Yeah.
They're automatically attached to the learning plan here. So
okay.
there's two things that we can do today. We can go through your learning styles questionnaire, and we can go through a couple of these resources. So we can watch the emotional intelligence and leadership. Effectively, what you need to do to help you complete the Who You Are workbook that's been set, you need to watch these resources. So a lot of them will be videos, etc. So you can watch those, and that will help you fill out the Who You Are workbook.
Okay.
Start filling that out. Okay.
Yes. No problem.
The next one is the learning styles questionnaire. So if you could click on where it says learning styles questionnaire document, Gloria.
Yeah.
That should have then gone to the bottom of your computer somewhere as a download or an upload.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just put it in, and we can open that file. So this is the I say it's a really long quiz. So what I would say we'll start to work through it. So I'll explain what it is and how we do it.
Yes.
And then we can start to work through it, and then I'll leave you to complete that between now and
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Oops. Wait. Give me a second. I think I accidentally. Okay.
That's okay. I think what it would do, because you've now opened a file.
Yeah.
It's gone to a different page or a different tab.
Okay.
What you could do for me is when you go to your share screen.
Yes.
You can share your screen again, and then show me the window where it's got the questionnaire now.
Okay. All right, then I'll show it to you now. Wait. I am so this step. Give me a second. How do I make you share again my screen? Do I stop sharing it and then I restart again?
That's it. That's exactly right. Yeah, that's it. So you go to that button. So stop sharing and then just share again.
Okay. All right. I know. Okay.
There we go. Too easy. Okay. So you've got the learning styles questionnaire here, Gloria. Yes. So the reason behind this is you're finding out about about what learning styles you have, about what you relate to. And so there's various questions here that basically will nominate, will be able to identify yourself with a certain type of learning style.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do this in your own time. So you just put your name at the top, and then you've got the where's that gone? Document still there, Gloria?
Yes.
My screen's gone black.
It's here still. Do you want me to stop again and share it again?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what's happened there.
Okay, where's it? This one. There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we can just read through. So the questionnaire is designed to find out your preferred learning style. Now, this isn't to say that you might have more than one learning style, but it just aims itself at your preferred learning style.
Okay.
So there's no time limit, so it'll probably take you about 10 minutes in total. You can just work through it, answer each one of the statements as to if you agree with it more than you disagree, then you can tick the box.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I think you can click on the boxes and either put like a cross or a dash or a tick or something. That's not necessarily. It doesn't even need to be inside the box. You can just
Would that be okay like that?
That'll do. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you can go down from the you're going down from the top. So for each statement,
Yeah.
if you agree with it, then
Yes.
you'd put a tick next to it.
Okay.
Now it's got down. If you don't agree with it, you can put a cross next to it. However, I would just do the first one.
What? All right then.
Then we'll be able to see if there's not a tick next to it. Then it becomes obvious that we don't agree with that.
Okay.
So we'll just go through each one. So the first one, you have strong beliefs about what is right and wrong, good and bad.
That's not me. So no.
So number 2 would be you often act without considering the possible consequences.
No as well.
Okay. You tend to solve problems using a step-by-step approach.
Yes. That's yes.
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You believe that formal procedures and policies restrict people.
No, not
Okay.
me.
And you have a reputation for saying what you think simply and directly. Probably depends on who you're around, Gloria.
I
think
like work-wise, I don't know.
I think you're probably a bit more tactful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
But you can see this exercise here where you basically go through, tick the ones that you agree with.
Yes.
So then if you scroll down to the bottom of the quiz, I think there's about 80 questions, something like that. But if you scroll down to the end, it will break down what it all means. So scoring and interpreting.
Oh, all the way down?
That's it. So where that just go up slightly. That's it, to where those all those numbers are. That's it. So basically what it will get down is so if you've answered yes, you basically circle the box. You'll just basically write, or you can make a note and write down on a bit of paper which ones you've answered yes to.
Okay. Can I know highlight the number?
Can highlight the number, yeah. So you can.
Yeah, so that way.
Make it a different colour.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
That's just as good.
Yeah.
So then at the bottom of those totals, you can see that you've got an activist, a reflector, a theorist, or a pragmatist. So it's basically going to be the at the bottom of those columns.
Yes.
So total them all up. So say you've got 20 in activist, you've got 20 in reflector, you've got 30 in theorist, and you've got 10 in pragmatist. That would suggest that your preferred learning style would be a theorist.
I see.
You total up all the numbers, and the one with the most numbers that would suggest that's your preferred learning style. Now, the chances are you'll probably have one that's the most. You'll probably have one where you've got only a few numbers in that, and the other two might be quite level, might be quite even.
All right then.
That's what it works out at. So activist, reflector, theorist, and pragmatist. Then if you keep scrolling down, it tells you exactly what they are. So you'll be able to put like a little tick or something somewhere in that box in line with the results that have come up.
To say which one I am, right?
Exactly that.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right.
That's it. So you can keep scrolling down, and that's when it should show you the definitions of each one. There we go. So you've got general description, so activists. So once you've done those, you can probably read through those.
Yes.
And you'll probably think, oh yeah, this one sounds like me. And the chances are that will match up then with your results. With
my results, okay. All right.
It gives you an example of that people have different learning styles.
Yes. Oh.
So I think it's something that we mentioned before in the recording, Gloria, that because people have got different learning styles, when you do staff training, for example, you might have to adapt the way you approach that staff training. For example, some people will have different learning styles. Some people prefer. Some people will, identify with different ones of these. Some people might be an activist. Some people might be a reflector, theorist, pragmatist. So it's understanding, and when you read through these descriptions, you'll probably be able to identify these descriptions with people that you work with or that have worked with, given the character and personality type and things like that. So it's how these people kind of all build into a team dynamic and have their place within a team. So it's starting to understand that a little bit more about how that works, what that looks like. It's probably present in that you do at the moment. So people that you work with, different personalities, different characters, different learning styles. It's up to your line managers within your business to make sure that everybody gels well as a team. There's a really positive team dynamic so that everybody works together.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, yes. That's how it works actually. Because we are lucky the fact that we have a nice manager, a really nice manager, to be honest. So we do work together, like literally as a team. Like we actually here like a family thing in here. So we get on well with everybody, and everybody understands each other. Or if there's some issues, obviously we speak to the manager, and the manager understands, and she actually tries her best, and she makes sure the person to like I'm gonna say that she tries to actually fix it, not like right away, but she actually does it, like even though it will take longer, but it still does it, so everybody feels comfortable, everybody feels like okay, that's good. So well, I'm very lucky the fact that I am here, because I never had like managers and colleagues like this. So I'm very happy where I am, and I see everybody, like you said, everybody has their own way how to actually work and communicate with everybody as well. So
that's it.
Yeah.
So it's when you start to understand that and the reasons behind it, you can start to understand about how a team can gel.
Yes.
A little bit more, and you can understand each other's strengths and areas to work on, and not weaknesses as such, but if you know that there's a member of staff that's particularly good at something and you've got a question about it, you'll probably like to go and ask them about it and say, oh, can you show me how you do it, because I know that you're really good at it. And there's probably staff that come to you and ask you for help and questions because they know that you're very knowledgeable on areas of the business as well.
Yeah. Well, me? Okay, I could say, maybe I could be like, people will ask me about, like, because I'm very kind and bubbly with everybody. And like, in that way, yes, I just say hello. Like, even though if I see them passing, I just say hello, like without even them not saying or looking at me, but still say. But however, which I do understand them, that they feel like they're not that type of person. They could just say hello or just say good morning to whoever's comes in inside the building or something. So they like to just nod or something, which I understand, but I mostly ask them to help actually. Like whenever whatever happens, like say for example in computers things, or how to answer questions that I know they're asking and I do not know the answer. So like it's literally like you said, like sometimes I ask them things and sometimes they do ask me things to do as well. So we really do work as a team, to be honest.
That's it. Once you start to develop that rapport with your staff, you can see them almost as what we call internal customers. Gloria. So obviously you're treating everybody in your team with respect. You're trying to get along with them. You're trying to work out, ways in which each other operate, where each other's strengths are, and working out that team dynamic. A little bit similar with contractors and similar with clients as well. So after a while, once you get to know them a little bit more, you can understand them a little bit better. So you understand how they operate. You understand how they like things to be done. So you can apply that approach to whenever you have a communication with them or meet them.
Yes.
So you might have very different interactions with different people throughout the day, depending on what they're like and your knowledge of them.
Yes.
Once you develop that rapport with them, they can become a bit more comfortable with you. And you find that particularly with staff, because you spend so much time with each other as well. And I know you mentioned before about the example that you just gave about being able to go to your line manager and escalate things when you know how to escalate things. So an example is that as when I was on site last time, there was a problem with the was it the water pressure?
Yes.
Or hot water on site?
Yes.
And
It was.
You were getting quite a lot of feedback
Yeah.
from the residents on that.
Yes.
And you were kind of liaising with them, managing their expectation, making sure that even though you necessarily couldn't give the answer that they wanted, to say yes, it's fixed, that you were still maintaining a good relationship with them by being polite, by being respectful, giving the information that they needed. They could then see in turn that you were doing your utmost to try and resolve the situation. You were liaising with your line manager. They were doing everything they could as well. So there was kind of a constant flow of communication all the time there, wasn't there?
Yes.
They were asking you were giving them updates. You might then give them another update kind of in a couple of days' time, just to say, just to let you know, this is what we're doing. I think your line manager sent out an email, didn't she? Just to say, this is what's happened, this is what we're doing about it. So that was where we touched upon some communication bits and the value of using different types of communication, kind of verbal, face-to-face that you do at the desk with the residents, for example, but also with the using kind of written communication as well in emails and reports. So that was a really good example that we went through last time.
Oh, yeah. Well, on that day, because we were there, you were there for only an hour, right? So after you left, it was hectic. So I said, "Oh, he should have been here at that time," because it was really, really. So it wasn't even just the hot water afterward. The air conditioning for all the apartment, it was off, like it was completely down. Yes. And then just about when you left after half an hour, I had to cover the next door, like the next receptionist. The lift weren't working. I had to make sure that especially as people were coming from Toronto, they said. So I was like, I even said to them, I don't know where Toronto is, but okay, I'll make sure that that it was really hectic that day.
Goodness.
The first thing I had to do was obviously call straight away the engineer and give them the numbers of the lift or something. It was a mess. It was really a mess because everything just went down just like that quickly. So I was like, oh. But then obviously at the end of the day, I think that we had to go and buy those temporary heaters or something, electric heaters. For the residents. So but it was okay. We managed.
That's the main thing. You problem solved.
Yes.
And you got through it, and there'll be areas of that are really useful to note down, Gloria. So what was the decision making? Once we learn a little bit more about problem solving, what was your decision making process within that? What management style did you use? How did you communicate? Was there any team building involved? Did you liaise with other people within your team to get that resolved? Did you understand what the customer needs was?
The customer, yes.
Were you able to meet that need? If you weren't, were you able to manage their expectation? So all of these things we can use, and we can be proactive with. So we can use as naturally occurring evidence, which is why things like observations for me to come out are really, really good.
Okay. All right then.
Okay. So you've got the learning styles quiz there, Gloria. So you've made a start with it. So I would say if you could get that done for me, for April the 1st.
Okay, all right.
Then that would be really good. So if we come out of that document now.
Give me a second. Let me just share my.
Oh, unless you want to save that first.
I already did.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we can go down and we can do exactly the same now, Gloria. So if we can find your Who You Are workbook.
All
right. That's it.
Okay.
In fact, do you want to do you just want to refresh? Do you want to refresh your screen?
Okay.
Because I should have moved some of those things now. Okay, there we go. So we can see. That's it. If you go to the so where it's got in April now, if you go to the assignment 1, Who You Are.
Yeah.
That's it, and activity details. Oh, so just quickly, Gloria, as well. So just at the top where it says underneath assignment 1, Who You Are, you've then got the date. You'll then have me as the trainer, and next to that you will see the off-the-job hours.
Okay.
You'll see that off-the-job hours planned is 10. So at the moment it's 0.
Yes.
Once we complete this work and we upload it to Bud, once we upload it, it will automatically say how many hours did it take you to do.
Okay. All right.
Then come up for you. So if it took you 8 hours, then you can put 8. If it took you 10, then you just leave it as 10. So when you upload it, it will automatically update your time log.
Okay, perfect. All right.
So you do it that way rather than having to put in different examples of how you've off the job hours. So this is really, really useful.
All right, perfect. That's actually
Okay, so if we can scroll down and find that, there we go. So if you can open up the workbook 1, Who You Are. And if we could do the same as what you did before, Gloria, so that should now come up as a file that you can then open. So then if you stop sharing your screen on this.
Okay, and then share it again.
And then share it again with the workbook. We can just start to go through that as well, because this will be something else that I'll ask you to try and finish for April the 1st if possible.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, no. Okay, this one. All right. Can you see it now?
Let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So this is the workbook, Gloria, that we can start working through. Oh, Gloria, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah,
it just went really quiet for a second.
No.
That's it. So it basically gives you a run through of what this is. It's important to reflect and use documents for self-reflection, because with your personal development plan, that's a document we can go back to as we move through the course, and move your goal setting along in line with that.
Okay, all right then.
So there'll be certain things like your SWOT analysis that you did, like a skill scan that you would have done at the start of the course, and through various documents you can use these to kind of reflect on your own performance, and monitor your progress, which is really useful to do. So this is another one whereby initially we're going to look at your job role. So again, if you can start to scroll down, there we go. So these are the questions. So the first one is describe your role in relation to meeting the customer service standards of the organisation you work for. Now, you could either use Bidvest as this example, or you could use the site, so 40 Portman Square as your example. So both companies are going to have kind of a mission statement. They're going to have company values that kind of tie in line and are embedded through the company, and then get embedded into your job role as expectation and things for you to of how you do your job role, basically.
Okay. Because I was just about to ask you right now, what do they mean by the role in a relationship to meeting the customer? So whenever I am in, let's say, in the main reception or any reception, and I just the way I interact with them.
That's it. So what you could include in this is, so it's got here, so you may wish to include your job description.
Okay.
When you upload your work. So your job description will have expectations in it.
Okay. Oh, right then. Oh, yes, you're right. Yes.
You could ask if you've got a copy of that, or you could ask your line manager for a copy of your job description.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Because within that, it will have things like statements like, you will be expected to do this, or you will be expected to do this, or you'll be expected to, be presentable or provide customers with, this. You'll be expected to provide excellent customer service in line with company values and ethos, etc., etc.
All right.
So you can use that. Okay. The second question: describe how your role in meeting customer service standards impacts on other departments. So if we think about other departments, so you could actually use the example of, so yours might be two different examples. So when you sit on the reception for the business side, it might be slightly different to how you sit on the reception for the residential side.
Yes.
But there's going to be other departments involved. For example, how your role in meeting customer service on the residential side probably affects like maintenance, cleaners, engineers potentially. For example, you're dealing with situations. We can use the aircon situation, for example, in managing customer service and being within your job role, providing good customer service to the client, to the residential people within your building. You had to liaise with cleaners and engineers and contractors in managing to get that done, managing to get that issue resolved.
Okay, I see. Yes. All right. Perfect. So I now understand.
So how you manage your job role and processes is going to have a knock-on effect with them and vice versa as well.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. I may come back to you on that question, but obviously on the day that actually I'm gonna write down.
So what you can do for this is with all these documents, if you make a start on them and try and work through the questions as much as possible.
Yes.
If there's any you're unsure of, just make a note of them.
Yes.
So you could put you could make a note for yourself, i.e., or just email me. Even just saying, who you are, work, but question 2. And then when I come out on the 1st of April and we do the session, we can kind of work through those questions. The chances are there might be 1 or 2 questions that you're unsure of, but at least you can kind of make notes on each one.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Yes.
Or fill them out as much as you can. But if you're unsure, then maybe you just put a few bullet point notes of what you think. Of what you think you need to put down, and then we can discuss it when I come out.
Definitely. That's not okay. Perfect. Yes, that would be actually a good idea too.
Okay. Definitely. Excellent. So if we keep scrolling down, Gloria, so we'll work through these questions quickly here. So explain the departmental roles and functions within the structure of the organisation you work in and how they influence customer service delivery. So your departmental roles is you will have your line managers. You might have a general manager and then an assistant manager, and then you will have basically everybody in your team.
Yes. And but next question, do I explain then how I do my customer service or how I am?
So what I would do for this one is I would bullet point all the different roles that are within your team.
Okay. All right.
And then I would put a brief explanation about what they do.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
So then underneath, so
Yes.
we've explained we've labelled what departmental roles are. We've explained what they are.
Yes. All right then. All right.
And now we can talk about their influence on customer service delivery.
Okay. And how you work.
So just break it down. You don't have to. You can answer these questions in any way.
Okay.
I sometimes find it useful, Gloria, to break them down. Break it all down. Use bullet points, for example, and then you can make it clear and concise rather than writing kind of paragraphs.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right then. Okay. All right. Because obviously I feel like whenever like before when I did some questions, obviously I thought maybe it had to be paragraphed for me to explain to my question. So that's why I was like, sometimes for me, if I'm not very unsure, I just like to just give out little points and then come back to it whenever I can.
Gloria, you can answer the questions in any way you see fit. So in a question like this, it kind of makes sense to do bullet points because it's asking you for different departmental. So it's asking you to break it down. You could then, once you've done that, you could then write a paragraph at the end, kind of summarising everything. But there'll be some questions where you will be writing a paragraph or a couple of sentences to explain. So don't worry about doing it a right way or a wrong way. There is no wrong way of doing it.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right. Perfect. Now I understand it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's keep going. Okay. So you've got your organisation. You've got the mission, the vision, mission, and values. So again, this might be something that you could ask your line manager for if you don't know the answer to this.
Okay.
So if we scroll down, so find out what your company values are and explain what they mean to you.
As an employee.
So your company values might be kind of integrity and service, for example. So you might say integrity and service mean to me this. Always doing my best, always being honest, always trying to provide good service to the customer, always being nice to fellow staff, etc., whatever that would be.
All right. But always being honest. Definitely. All right.
Okay. So you've seen there, Gloria. So you basically you can work through these questions as much as possible.
Okay.
And that's the who you are workbook. Once you've completed that, if you just save it.
All right.
That's it. And then you can either email it to me.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Or you can upload it.
I'll save it. Can I save it? I'll finish and email it to you then. I think that would be easier.
You can, because then what we'll do is when I come out to site on the 1st,
yes,
we'll upload the work together.
Okay, perfect.
Or you can upload the work, but I'll talk you through how to do it, because then you'll know for next time.
All right then, perfect.
And then you'll get in practice of how to do it.
Practice, yes. Yes.
That's it.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so that's the Who You Are workbook.
Yes.
And the learning styles quiz that we've gone through. So
yes.
we've got a few things there for us to try and work through. We've also got a few bits on, I think I've assigned a few more. So I think there's some maths and English bits.
Yes.
As well.
How do I go back to late? Okay, sorry.
So there we go. So you've got just at the top there, you've got complete activities and maths and English.
Okay, yes.
There we go. So complete activities to work towards your fractional mandatory. Okay. Doesn't look as though there's been a resource attached to that. So I might have to ask Keith where that is.
Okay. On the other one, the previous one, on the smart assessor, I finished the English one, I believe.
Okay, brilliant.
And but I didn't the maths one because there was still like maybe a few questions left that I had to finish.
Okay, Gloria, if you've were they workbooks that you, or were they kind of mock papers that I set on Smart Assessor?
No, they were actually just questions, just
Okay.
say questions of 4 plus 4, or how many apples are this, but the person ate this amount of apples or something. Simple questions like that. But then at the end, obviously, it says that my whoever's gonna view it and is gonna give me a feedback on what I need help with.
Okay, so was this on the mock website?
SVLE, SVLE.
SVLE. Okay.
Yeah, SL. Yeah.
Those two. Oh, okay. So that might have been your diagnostics. Okay, that's fine. Were you, Gloria, were you able to upload those documents?
No, that was like online thing, so I wasn't able to upload. So I had to actually do it online and finish it off online only. And whenever I wanted to come back to it, I could go back to it again.
Okay, no worries. Okay, that's fine. Okay, leave this one with me because it's not obvious to me where the resources are for this.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So if we go back again.
Yes.
There we go. And then we can go down. And then if we go back to session 2, e-learning workbooks and self-study.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So then if you go to, so just above that, there should be a blue button saying launch learning resource.
Oh. Okay, I press that.
That's it.
It says an error code.
Okay. Okay, Gloria, if you go back for me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it, and then scroll down. We'll try and go to session. Okay, if you go to where we went to the button before, where it went to filter activities, so the button just above that, filter by, where it says set 8, and then go to press on where it says all activities down the bottom. That's it. There we go. So that opens it up a little bit more. Okay, if we could go to your, if we could go to March.
Okay, there.
That's it. And where it says session 1, e-learning workbooks and self-study.
Yeah, I opened that.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
And then scroll down.
Oh, sorry. And what in activity details, right? Yes, sorry, yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Gloria. I'm a bit confused because my screen is showing different to your screen.
Oh, that's fine.
But it's on exactly the same thing, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. That's weird.
Wait, sorry, excuse me.
So, Gloria, where it says progress, so those resources under progress, are you able to access those if you click on any of those?
Progress. Bear with me.
That's it. So if you go back to session 1, e-learning books and self-study.
Yes, I press it.
That's it, and then go down.
Yes.
That's it. If you then click on where it says emotional intelligence and leadership.
Okay.
There we go. So this is just a document on emotional intelligence. So how you can use emotional intelligence at work, and in leadership and in your job role. So if you read through this, again between now and April 1st, if you could read through, and my advice is to make notes.
Yes.
On anything where you think it's relevant to your job role or how you could use it in your job role.
All right then. Okay. All
okay.
Right. All right. Yes. Stay with me. Give me a second. Because I remember. Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Gloria. So you're happy with that resource, reading through it, just to make notes on how you think it's relevant to your job role and where and how you think you could use it.
Yes, 100%, yes.
Okay, excellent. Right, if we could come out of that now.
But I don't need to do any like none of these ones, right? But that has to do with the emotional intelligence, right?
Yes, we've done most of these.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure
That's okay.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay. So we can see now in April, Gloria,
yes.
we've got some activities to try and complete for April the 1st, so about 3 weeks time. So we've got your who you are assignment.
Yes.
We've also got the learning styles quiz. And you're happy where to find those?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much. Yes.
We've got the complete activities in maths and English. I'm going to have to find out how we access any resources to those, if possible, or whether I have to access them and give them to you.
All right then.
Okay, we can then see just underneath that in April, we can also see that there's a masterclass. So session 4 masterclass in professionalism and presentation.
Yes.
We've got more maths and English work, assignment 2, teamwork and leadership, and session 3, e-learning workbooks and study. So wherever you see session 3, e-learning workbooks and self-study, these are going to be all the materials, all the resources for you to complete the assignments.
Okay. Oh, right, I see.
But we can see that they've not been set yet. So what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll set them probably for the end of April.
For the end of April.
Because we're having a session on the first day of April, I'd like to try and get in another one at the end of April.
Okay, so the courses that I'm doing is just the complete activity, maths and English, the assignment 1, who you are, and session 2.
Yeah, so you'll find within the session 2, that's where you'll find the your learning styles quiz.
Okay, perfect. So all right.
Which you've already uploaded, I think, on your computer.
Yes.
So if you could finish that for me.
Yes. All right. Perfect.
Do assignment number 1, who you are.
Yes.
And have a look at those resources that are attached in session number 2.
Oh, right then. Okay.
Workbooks and self-study. That's where the emotional intelligence resources are. So you can click on those resources, have a look through them, and that will tell you those will help you complete the assignments.
All right then. Perfect. All right. No problem.
That's also going to enhance your knowledge and skills of the kind of subject matter that we're looking to do. So that then when we do the next session, when we do assignment number 2, teamwork and leadership, you'll already have an idea of the kind of thing that's going to go into that.
I see. Okay, perfect. Yes, that sounds very easy. Yes, easy and simple to understand. Definitely.
Okay, excellent. Okay. So how do you feel about the BUD system?
It's actually simple. Is it the first thing? What I like is that is that, like you said, I don't have to go like press another thing and then, because on the other one there was so many of them, so I wasn't so unsure which one was it, because there was another one that says what's it called? I forgot what, like a section of like courses, and then at the bottom there's another long section of courses. So I wasn't even sure which one of them I was supposed to be doing. But what I did, I opened them all up and just to check whether I had to do them or not, but I just did them. Yeah. That's why there were some of them. He had like only books and things like that to read and read and read and read only. So so I was like, yeah, for me, I'd rather than do them all.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Sorry, Gloria, I'm just reading through this maths and English thing of where we can try and find the resources.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see where any of these resources are, Gloria. It says that it's on BKSB, but that's on Smart Assessor. That isn't on
Oh.
that isn't on this. So
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that, if I'm being honest at the moment. But I'll find out and
All
let
right.
you know.
All right. No problem.
Okay, right, Gloria. We've been going for about an hour now. Did you want to have a 5-minute break?
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
And
Yeah.
then I'll see you back here in 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
we'll catch up.
All right then. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. No problem. That's fine. Hi, sorry. I just had to go make quick cup of tea.
That's okay. Okay. Give me 1 minute, Gloria, and I'll be with you.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, Gloria. Recently, our HR department has made us delete all of our passwords for everything. So now I'm having to find passwords going back like 6 months to log into stuff.
Oh, wow. But why? Because you guys changed everything, or it was just for securityness?
Yeah, I think it's just a security thing that we had to do it.
Oh well.
Okay. Okay, Gloria. If you could go to where it says session 3, masterclass teamwork and leadership, and open that one up.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. And just scroll down for me.
I pressed the session 2, so it's session 3 masterclass, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Okay.
Once that comes up, we'll scroll down and have a look at some different bits that we can go through today.
Okay.
Okay, and if you scroll down, there we go. So we've got some leadership styles. What is your leadership style? Just scroll up slightly for me, Gloria. There we go. Who is in your team? How do you support each other? Leading a team. So we're going to go through some of those bits today. I think we tried to.
Happened.
I think we tried to launch the learning resource and it didn't work, did it? So
yeah,
I'm going to try and find a different way of doing it.
But I pressed the session 3 master learning thing, but then I was just right there and it just appeared to session 2 e-learning.
Oh yeah, has come up as that. Okay, if you could you, okay, let's go back to all activities, Gloria.
Yeah. Let me just refresh everything then. Okay.
So, and if you go to filter, if you go to the filter button,
Filter. Yeah. Okay.
where it says that's it.
All activities.
All activities. That's it.
And I press the session 3 masterclass.
Yes.
View it. Okay, and then activity details. And then there. Okay, perfect. All right.
Okay, there we go. So we're going to go through some of that today.
Yes.
So we're going to go through some learning styles and some leadership bits as well. So first one, we've got who's in your team.
So we have managers, employees, like myself.
Yeah.
Like another receptionist, like it's a business one, and securities, and assistance manager. Oh, hello.
That's it. So I've just changed the screen, so I'm sharing my screen with you now, Gloria. Okay. So we're just going to go through some resources on leadership styles, adapting your leadership style, and some team roles as well. So we'll start with some leadership styles, okay?
Okay, yeah.
This is Monday.com CRM, a CRM you'll actually want to use. Capture and collect all your leads in one place. Manage.
Leadership is the ability to get extraordinary achievement.
Gloria, can you hear that? Can you see and hear that video okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So when we're watching this, it's basically going to take us through 5 different leadership styles. And again, what I would encourage that you can do is think about people within your team or that you work with or have worked with in the past, and think about how they might be examples of these different leadership styles.
All right then.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Achievement from ordinary people. Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and today I want to talk to you about how you can use 5 different leadership styles to inspire your team to deliver their very best performance. The job of the leader is to get things done by leading others to success. It's important to develop leadership styles that suit different situations depending upon the needs of the team or the team member. Great leaders choose their style based on the circumstances and the end goal. Here are the 5 leadership styles you should develop. The first leadership style is structural. Everyone knows exactly what needs to be done, why it needs to be done, and to what standard. You accept complete responsibility for your staff. You choose them, you assign them, and you manage them with the expectation of excellent work. This style allows you to make quick decisions without the input or challenge of others. The structure of style can allow for more transactional activities to occur, like rewarding or punishing team members based on their performance on your predetermined goals. Use this style when your team is already motivated and are experts who need little direction. However, since there isn't much room for flexibility, using this style too much or on a team that isn't already motivated can lead them to feeling overwhelmed and stifle innovation. The next leadership style is participative. You make your team feel that you really care about them by putting them first. You practice the friendship factor with them, which is composed of 3 components: time, caring, and respect. You treat them with the same respect, patience, and understanding, the same way you would treat a family member or a friend. You express care and concern for them and their problems, which fosters a feeling of bonding, belonging, and ownership to the organization. This style boosts your team's morale by allowing them to participate in reaching a consensus on decisions and goals. Their opinions and voices feel heard, which will help them buy into changes easier. It also works best when you need fresh ideas or new perspectives. Use this style during stressful times or when trust needs to be built and maintained. But excessively relying on praise and nurturing can cause mediocre performance over time and a lack of clear, strong direction for the company. The third leadership style is servant leadership. This makes the participative style more one-sided, where you see your job as a means to serve your team, just as they are there to serve you and the company. You practice the golden rule. You manage other people the way you would like to be managed. You ensure that everyone understands their job fully and has all the tools they need before they begin. If they don't, you offer plenty of learning, training, and improvement opportunities. This style really elicits peak performance because your employees are learning vital skills that will both improve their performance and improve them as people. Their participation, ideas, and feedback truly feel like they matter. Choose this style with a diverse team where personalized management is required for each member. Servant leadership is a great style to start off with to gain a great deal of respect, trust, and loyalty, and to build a strong culture since it tailors to the team's needs. But if you don't balance this style very well, this could lead to your team fully running the show, creating a lack of authority and limited direction and vision. The next style is freedom. You give your people the freedom to perform. Once you assign a task, you try to stay out of the way, only to comment and help when needed. You take on more of an authoritative role by pointing the team towards a vision or goal. But similar to the servant style, you leave the means up to each member. This style inspires an entrepreneurial spirit with a clear goal in your team members, especially if they need a new vision due to changes within the company. Use this style when you have tremendous expertise and have a team of highly experienced employees who don't require a lot of supervision. But the freedom style won't work well when your team are better experts than you or who need more supervision. This can lead to poor production, lack of regular feedback, and lack of control. The last leadership style is transformational. This one is my personal favorite. Transformational leaders affect people's emotions by painting a big, exciting picture of the future. You transform people by tapping into their hopes and dreams and ideals. You motivate employees by being motivated yourself and enhance productivity through high transparency and communication. This style uses vision and the future to get your team excited and committed to a project. It doesn't only require the ownership of your team to accomplish goals, it also requires your ownership and involvement as a leader. You lead by example by being excited and totally committed yourself in everything you say and do. Use this style to focus on building lasting personal strengths that makes your teammates more successful and confident in you, themselves, and the company. Unless you lack proficiency or your team is defiant and unwilling to change or learn, this style will inspire work, alleviate fears, and help you overcome obstacles altogether. And there you have it, the 5 different leadership styles. Remember, the process of developing leadership styles is simple, but not easy. Nothing worthwhile is easy. The good news is that by developing these styles, you will notice a change in your employees' work, bring your team.
Okay. So, Gloria, what's your
Very good.
what's your thoughts on that? Were you able to kind of identify
Yes.
different people that you've worked with or do
Yes.
work with, and that
Yes.
have,
Oh, and it's completely different. And where I am right now, well, I don't want to say oh it's very good, but I see it here more different from my previous one, including with colleagues and managers and everything.
yeah,
But what I really liked the most was the one where it says the servant, and the last one part transformation or something.
yeah,
Because in my previous job, one one first of all, our managers used to make us like feel like motivated, the fact that
mhm,
things will be changed, things will be done, things will be easier and whatnot. But then
yeah,
at the end of the day, we worked really hard and we did everything, but nothing happened.
okay,
So,
yeah,
so we're like, okay, a
frustrating.
bit disappointing. But then on the other one is the servant. Is that the one? So am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Servant. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that one. So basically, I had colleagues that they wanted to be so demanding because I was just there for what 3-4 years, and they've been
yeah,
there for over 4 years. So basically, they try to do their own way, their own rules, and I have to follow that rule, not managers' rules, or not getting motivated or anything.
yeah.
It was just like whatever they say, it has to be done. So. It was just like, and comparing that to here is like, no, my colleagues in here, they are more helpful. They actually they understand you, they help you, and
Yeah.
they even tell you, okay, if you're struggling, if you need help, just ask us, and we'll try to help you. If we don't, then you could go speak to your manager. So it is completely different.
But better.
Yes.
Well, better for you, better for the type of job that you're in now. And again,
Yes.
because there's different job roles and there's different kind of businesses or industries that you work in that
Yes.
will it tends to attract certain type of leadership roles. So certain jobs will mean that somebody has to have a certain type of leadership role. And as you say, you've been able to identify the difference in those and kind of used examples of now and in the past and how it's got things done and etc.
Yes.
So sometimes it's down to people's character and personalities, but sometimes it's down to the job that they're doing. Sometimes it's situational. Um, but the really good managers, the really good management styles are um, are interchangeable. So somebody will be able to recognise that they can use one type of leadership style in this situation, whereas if there's another situation going on, they might use a different leadership style.
Yes.
Example, if your manager gives you a task to do
Yeah.
that they know that you can do, they're probably fairly relaxed about it. Gloria, they probably say, "Oh, if you could get this done by the end of the week, and I know that you know how to do it, so just let me know when it's done." And it's fairly relaxed. So that's kind of a freedom type leadership style where they're giving you the freedom to operate. And because of the time frame, there's no kind of urgency there. They're giving you until the end of the week to get it done, and they know that you're going to get it done. However, that same manager might react differently to a situation where something needs to happen really quickly and it's really urgent that it happens. So they might use a different leadership style,
Yeah.
more kind of more structural in that they're kind of dictating to you, this is what I want you to do, this is how I want you to do it, can you get it done now? And it might their leadership might change slightly. So the best leaders will be able to adapt their approach, a depending on what a situation it is, and b depending on sometimes on what staff they're working with as well. Because again, different. If we think back to our learning styles that we did, um,
Yeah.
a good leader might adapt their approach to different members of staff depending on their learning style. So that might depend how people work as well. So it's just learning about team dynamic and team roles as well.
And you're right. So yes, you're right actually. Yeah, but like you said, yeah, the like you may my manager, like a moment to give you like you said, like a week of work, and then they'll be okay with it and they'll be fairly relaxed.
Yeah.
But there are moments as well, like there will be managers that they could have really strong, like different way of dealing with people as well, like or with employees, with everybody, and sometimes I like employees could get very intimidated by it.
Okay.
So they can't really express themselves or be able to actually say, oh, yes, I finished, or yes, I haven't. They will just say yes or no. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but sometimes the reason why I'm saying this because obviously before I joined here, I've heard like how the previous manager used to be with their employees and how she was working with them, and the way they were like as employee, if they were actually like working with each other, or if they were doing work with each other, like they were working like as a team.
Yeah, of course.
There was nothing of that. There was more like demanding things. Say like, oh, it was her way and it's only her way. What is that? Is that no participant? Servant?
No, that sounds a bit more like structural. So they use more.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, more kind of authoritarian type leadership.
Yes.
So where you're kind of more dictating to people what they've done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, look, sometimes that can have its benefits. Depending on the job that you're in, or depending on the task that needs doing, sometimes that gets a good result. So it's leadership styles, management styles, can be interchangeable. So I think always the kind of the best managers that I've worked for, or worked with, Gloria, kind of have that ability to change and adapt their approach depending on what the situation is, or depending on who they're working with, because they know their team, they know how to get the best out of them. Sometimes it needs a strong character or a bit of authority to get a job done, and that's okay. That's okay to do that, as long as it's done in a fair and nice way, as long as people aren't getting like shouted at and what have you. But again, sometimes it's better to give your staff a little bit of freedom as well, to operate and to learn and grow themselves. And so the same manager potentially could use 4 or 5 different leadership styles, depending on what the task is, depending on who they're dealing with, depending on what the situation is. The chances are they'll probably have like a learning style. They'll probably have one that they prefer using, or like a default style that they tend to use most of the time. That tends to work alongside kind of their character or their personality, but they also know to kind of adapt their leadership style and adapt their approach depending on what they're dealing with as well.
Okay, I see.
When I was a student, I'd write long.
We're going to look at another video now, Laura, as well. So this is called team roles. So this is kind of based on team dynamic and how different people can kind of fit into a team with different strengths and different weaknesses, and how that all fits in and how you can get the best out of each other. So again, have a think about how that relates to your workplace, and whether you can think of any examples as well.
Long essays that I'd work on for days, but now I'm writing short.
Why is it that some teams work together so productively while others struggle to get things done? Good collaboration depends on more than people being enthusiastic and communicating well. Between them, they need the right mix of skills and behaviors to service the team too. One way to work out what's missing from your team, and equally what might be overemphasized, is to understand Belbin's team roles. Then you can start to put things right. Dr. Meredith Belbin showed that individuals in a team tend to behave in one of 9 ways, each fulfilling a different role. She divided these roles into 3 types: action-oriented, people-oriented, and thought-oriented roles. The 3 action-oriented roles focus on challenging the team to improve its performance, put the ideas into action, and meet deadlines. In brief, shapers are extroverts and question assumptions. They can offend. Implementers bring self-discipline to the team and get things done, but they can be resistant to change. Completer finishers pay attention to the smallest detail and make sure things are done right. They might worry too much. People-oriented roles draw together people and ideas. The coordinators in a team will guide, listen, delegate, and bring calm and order. They might be manipulative, though. Team workers support their coworkers and can negotiate diplomatically, but sometimes get stuck in indecision. Resource investigators use their optimism and curiosity to develop outside contacts, but they can lose their enthusiasm quickly. People in the thought-oriented roles tend to analyze options or provide technical expertise. The plants are usually introverted, lone workers who come up with the most innovative ideas and solutions, which might break all the rules. Monitor evaluators will coldly and critically assess the team's options. They too can appear detached at times. Specialists know their subject and maintain their professional standards, but might miss the bigger picture. So who do you have on board right now? Take some time to observe your team at work. What does each person contribute, and how do they interact with one another? Now match their behaviors to Belbin's model. For more information about Belbin's team roles, see the article that accompanies this video.
Very good.
Okay. So again, Gloria, it's talking about different people in different roles, different team dynamics, how people fit into a team. How does it, how do you collaborate with one another? How does that make that work? Different personalities, different characters.
Yes.
Action, action people. All,
It's true.
different roles.
Yes, you're 100% right. But what I could give you mostly like the examples is with my colleagues in here at work actually, because I my colleague and my manager. Well, a manager as he's a manager of the security. I get on well with him, and he's really like he's really good. He's really good with the team and everything.
Okay.
And literally all I can say is that everybody understands each other on how each one of our teams and colleagues are actually, like get on well with them. Like how, let's say for example, if they know that I am uncomfortable with something, they will obviously, they will understand me, and they will be able to help me, and they will see, okay, Gloria isn't like that, or this person isn't like that, so let's try to help him out in a different way of him to approach or to do the things. So with me, with my team, is like I'm good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because everybody here works with each other, and they inform with each other, whether radio calls, message, and so nobody misses anything, what's going on, what's happening, what happened, or things like that. So yeah.
Okay, excellent. So you've been able to identify people that kind of fit into those different roles.
Yes. And that's only in here in this company here where I am.
Yeah.
Before I haven't. So before I didn't, well, maybe I did, yeah, but maybe I didn't really recognize, because for me, everybody was the same way. So for me, in my previous one, for me, everybody was just the same thing, just over and over again, and it was getting boring anyway.
Okay, no worries. So for yourself, Gloria, where do you think you fit into that? Where do you think you fit into that team?
Where I am right now, I feel me where, how's it called again?
So you've got action, where you've got
No.
people that tend to want to meet deadlines, shapers, implement lots of tasks and facts, things like that. So probably more higher managers, people like that. You've also got the people section, so people that come up with ideas that help coordinate with one another.
Yes, that's the one. Was that seven? No, seven. I keep forgetting seven or performance and.
Yeah, so you'll be more people.
We'll be with more people. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay, excellent. So you've been able to identify kind of the type of where you fit within that workspace, within that role.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so right then, Gloria. So we're coming to the end of the session now.
Okay.
So I just want to review what we've gone through.
Okay.
So we started off by reviewing what we've done so far on the course. We've also looked at we've also registered and looked at Bud and kind of had a look around how that operates, which is hopefully it's an easier system to use because everything's in one place. You're happy where to find different resources and things like that.
Yes.
So the bits of work that I've set for between now and April the 1st would be the learning styles quiz and the Who You Are workbook.
Yes.
If we could get those completed, that would be amazing.
Definitely.
What I'll do in the meantime, Gloria, is I'll try and find out where to access some maths and English resources, so we can start through those as well.
All right, not a problem. Definitely, because I like how it is like the way you're giving to me, like the dues, the courses I need, the days that it needs to be due. So I'm so happy with that, and then so that way I know what I've done and what I need that needs to be done or complete or anything. So I'm really happy with it, and it's so easy for me now.
Excellent. Okay, so those have now been set. The rest of the activities you can see in April, Gloria, don't worry about those because when we do the session on April the 1st, I'll then set that work for you to do between now and the next appointment after that. So throughout April you'd be able to work through those bits.
All right then, perfect. Okay.
As well, but yeah, as I go in and sign things off and add evidence, things like that, you should get a notification pop up that you'll need to sign things off. So just like you've done today, you can go in, go to confirm, and you can sign those bits off.
Okay, not a problem. We'll do.
Okay. But it's really easy to upload work to this. Really easy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. So it's just like when I done my work and I just press, or let's say for example, I press on the session 3 master, and it says that, and once I open that, it will give me the option to upload the courses then.
That's it. So if you want to if you want to share your screen with me now, Gloria.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll choose. We'll go to we'll find the learning styles quiz sample that you saved.
Okay. Okay. Would that be the who I am?
To be honest,
Huh?
we can choose any of them. So
Yeah.
if you go to April and choose the assignment who you are,
Yes.
click on that. Okay. Now, in theory, let's say you finished that
Yes.
and you want to upload it. So at that point, where it's got activity details in blue,
Yes.
next to that you'll see submissions and messages. So if you click on submissions and messages
Okay.
and then scroll down. Now, all you would then write is you'd put a message in to say, this is a message for me, just saying, this is my who you are workbook completed. Just something like that, easy. You would then go to browse files.
Yes.
And
we just test it out. Okay. All right then. Okay. And I can see.
Wherever it's saved.
Yes.
And then just what you'll see that come up once you upload something, you'll see it come up underneath.
Okay.
And it will turn green and say uploaded 100%.
All right then. Perfect.
You then just press the blue submit button.
Yes.
Okay. And it will come down to
here, and it will show here, and then as I press submit, and
then it comes up.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. How much have you?
What then happens is then I'll get a notification that you've uploaded work.
Yes.
So I can go in and basically mark that piece of work against the set criteria.
Okay.
And put in the number of hours that you've done for off the job hours that it's taken you, and that's it. So that's Bud. So you know where to find everything and how to upload. So that's pretty much all you need to know for Bud.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Are you happy with everything that we've gone through there?
Oh, I am very much happy. Yes, I'm so happy.
Okay. Well, we've got our next session booked in for April the 1st, 9:30. So I will see you in about 3 weeks' time.
Yes.
As I said, with any of the work that I've set, if you get stuck on it or if you don't know the answer, don't worry too much. We can always go through it on the day.
Okay, perfect.
And then in our next meeting, we'll also do an observation.
Okay.
So similar to what I did last time, where I just viewed work for 20 minutes.
Yes.
We can then have a professional discussion on that.
Yes. Would definitely. All right.
Which can be recorded, and we can also hopefully go through some. We can go through some bits as well. So similar to what we've done today. So we can have a look at some resources. If you're able to arrange, I don't know whether you're able to arrange cover on the reception desk, because I know previously you were on the residential side, then we moved over to the. So I don't know whether it's possible if we could get like half an hour or 40 minutes where.
So basically from 10 until 11. So I get half an hour, and then the receptionist gets another half an hour from 10:30 to 11. That little break of half an hour.
Okay.
So that in the morning, there wouldn't be no problem, because obviously somebody else could cover me. Like one of the securities could cover at the reception. Like now, for example, I'm not be able to cover, so someone else is already up there.
Okay, no worries. Okay, yeah, as long as we can get a little bit of time, kind of half an hour, where we can go through some bits like in a meeting room, or we can either just set up at a table reception.
Yes, definitely.
And do it then. But as long as we can get a little bit of time to go through some bits, then that would be good.
Definitely, no problem. Definitely, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Right then, Gloria. I'm always here to answer questions and support and
thank you.
Any questions that you have, just let me know. But otherwise, that was a good session today.
Oh, thank you. I was just getting worried the fact that because obviously I said to you that I was gonna go away for a while, but I wasn't too sure. Like I was too scared that if there were courses that I needed to be done, and I wasn't too sure. I was like, Is there a chance, like, for example, if everything, like, to just send you an email asking you if I needed something, like, to finish or not? Or, because sometimes I feel a bit insecure, the fact that I am not too sure if I'm doing it right.
Yeah,
Like,
of
for
course.
example, if I'm actually the courses I'm meant to open and do it and finish it off, and obviously because it's there,
Yeah.
I just feel a bit stuck up. So I was like, let me just wait again until the next meeting again, and I'll ask him. So
Any questions? Any questions like that, Gloria? Just give me a call or text and say,
yeah.
can we catch up for 5 minutes? And I'll call you and let's talk through it.
Okay, all right, okay, all right then. Because that's what I felt like, obviously, because I was so unsure what was going on in that moment. So, because I knew that I needed to finish, I said, he said to me just to take my time on this, but I was too stressed out of the fact that I wasn't too sure if I was doing it right or not. So I was like, I feel like I wasn't, but
No, that's fine. I'll give you feedback and stuff as well. But no, so far so good. You're doing everything.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Right,
Perfect.
Gloria. I will enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Happy Friday, and to
Happy
your
Friday.
daughter too. To your daughter too.
Yeah, thanks. She's at preschool today.
She's at preschool?
Yeah, she's at preschool today.
Really? But you said she's only 1 year old?
No, she's going to be 4 next month.
Oh my gosh! All this time I was thinking she was still a baby born.
I know.
Okay. All right then. I'm very happy. Okay, that's nice. All right then.
Okay.
Well, I hope you will go right then. Okay. Thank you, Richard.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.